On January 24, 2020, an explosion happened at Watson Grinding and Manufacturing in Houston, Texas. The blast happened early in the morning, destroying the facility and damaging hundreds of nearby homes and businesses. The explosion was caused by a leak of propylene, a highly flammable gas used in industrial welding and cutting. Investigators found that the gas leaked from a faulty valve in a storage tank, creating a vapor cloud. When the cloud ignited, it triggered a massive explosion. Poor maintenance and inadequate safety checks were responsible for the incident. 2 workers at the facility were killed and 18 others were injured. In the long term, the explosion displaced residents, destroyed property, and led to lawsuit against the company for damages and neglect. How the accident could have been prevented. The accident could have been avoided with regular inspections, better maintenance of equipment, and improved safety protocols. If the company had identified the faulty valve earlier or installed better leak detection systems, the explosion might not have happened. Main chemicals involved were propylene, a flammable gas. According to its safety data sheet, propylene is colorless with a faint smell and is highly volatile. Its flash point is below negative 108 Fahrenheit, meaning it ignites easily. Propylene is heavier than air, so it can collect in low-lying areas.
From Friday's massive explosion in northwest Houston was even worse than originally thought. A total of 450 structures were damaged or destroyed by the blast at Watson Grinding. 35 have major damage, 358 have minor damage, and for many, the cleanup is just beginning. Some of the homes have been damaged to the point of being unlivable. Many were knocked off their foundations. 2 people were killed in that blast, Frank Flores and Gerardo Castorena. They were apparently employees of the business and had showed up early to use the gym on site.
Propylene is used in manufacturing plastics, solvents, and rubbers. It's also used in welding and as a fuel for cutting torches. Short-term health effects include burns, smoke inhalation, and physical injuries from the blast. Long-term, some survivors face respiratory problems due to exposure to fumes and stress-related issues like PTSD. This incident connects to gas loss and combustion reactions. When propylene leaked and mixed with air, it created an explosive mixture. Combustion of hydrocarbons like propylene releases energy rapidly, expanding the magnitude of the explosion. At the time, Watson Grinding had outdated safety practices and ignoring warning signs of leaks. Today, stricter OSHA regulations require companies to use advanced leak detection systems, perform regular equipment checks, and provide better worker training. Modern facilities often use automated shut-off systems to prevent incidents like this.
Today, attorneys for one of the victims filed a temporary restraining order against the manufacturing company.
The reason that this TRO is being filed and heard is without preservation of the site, it becomes extremely difficult for the plaintiffs to prove their case. And so it's extremely important that we preserve this accident explosion site and get the key pieces of evidence.
Lawyers on behalf of Frank Flores' family say they are still in shock over his death. Flores was a supervisor and would open up the shop every morning. He and Gerardo Castorena were both killed in the blast. The 2 men had shown up early Friday morning to use the gym on site. And there are new numbers from Harris County's Office of Emergency Management showing 450 structures were damaged in the Carverdale and West Branch subdivisions. 35 of them had major damage. The streets are still littered with sheetrock, debris, and furniture. Police say there haven't been any reports of looting. Some homeowners have also filed lawsuits against Watson Grinding. Displaced residents are desperate to start the recovery process, but some families and volunteer workers have been told by insurance companies in their damaged homes